Yes, people. Another defeat for Liverpool. It's our sixth defeat in 7 games. Liverpool nil, Crystal Palace 3. Um, and to be fair, I'll have to say this and I have to keep it a buck. Probably one of the worst lineups and one of the worst 15 players picked by a manager in our club's history. I can't believe I'm saying this, but after seeing what he did tonight, this is will be Judgment Day soon on Saturday against Aston Villa. I am at a point um where I'm starting to really question if the manager is good enough to take us forward with the players that we have. I think it's ridiculous that we have £100 million worth of players in our squad and the manager doesn't utilize any of them. It's quite ridiculous at this point. I see Yards in the building, big up Yards every single day of the week. But let's get into the game. I don't know where to start really. It is probably, I wouldn't even say it was a humbling defeat. It was just pathetic. Like you to look at the players that we had on the starting lineup. I'm actually gonna get it up for you guys as well. I know it's just, having looked at the lineup, it was just it was crazy to see the players that we have. Big up Don Hussam as well. I know they're still streaming over there at Don Hussam as well. So big up Don every single day of the week. But I'll get the lineup for you guys right here, right now. Give me 1 second. Here it is. So our lineup consists of Freddie Woodman, Joe Gomez at centre back. Well, I'll start at the right back. Calvin Ramsey, a name I haven't heard in a long time. Calvin Ramsey at right back. Joe Gomez at right centre back with Robertson at left back, at left centre back, and Kirkes at left back. You had Trey Neone in the DM partnered up next to Wataru Endo. And you have McAllister in the 10, Ungamo on the left, Morrison making his senior debut on the right, and of course, Chiesa up top. Well, big up yours as well. Slot is losing it, broski. I'm seeing the same signs that Ten Hag was showing at Man United. Bro, if you're putting up lineups like that and not fielding a single senior player in your substitutes bench as a contingency plan, something's definitely wrong with the team, man. Something's definitely wrong with the manager. Like, I'm a guy that is of principle to an extent. I like to think of myself as a principle footballing fan. I don't take no game for granted. I believe that each game has to be used and to be has to be measured at a certain level. Big up Ravi every single day of the week. I don't like disrespecting competitions. I want to go in and win every single competition available to me. That's how I've always seen football. You're in it to win it. Like if you're not in it to win it, then what's the point of even playing football in that game? Might as well just call it. Might as well just forfeit the match. And to be fair, with a scoreline of 3-0, it should have been a forfeit. But I get the starting 11, having players like Woodman, backup to the backup. I understand he can get minutes here and there. Morrison at right wing. Never really heard of the guy, even in the youth academy. I get it, but having like the players of McAllister, Chiesa, Robertson, okay, I hear it. I can deal. I can deal with that. I can deal with players like that. But you're telling me you can't put Salah on the bench, Soboslai on the bench. You can't put Ekitike, Isak, Wirtz on the bench. Just to make sure if things don't go well, have those guys readily available so that we can go on and win the game if we're 1-0 down. Not put on players like Cade Gordon, who I haven't heard Cade Gordon's name for almost 3 years. It's been time. The last time I remember this guy was against Cardiff City when we're going for the quad. How long ago was that? How, like 2022? I'm guessing. If I'm not wrong, it's 2022. Or was it even against Cardiff? Was it Shrewsbury? Bro, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? We can't get a win to save our lives, and we have the arrogance and the audacity to say Carabao Cup. Nah, it's all right. I'm okay with binning that off. We can rest some of these players and get back into the game. No, we need to get ourselves back into form. Some of these players have been playing absolute dog crap for the last 3 to 4 weeks, and you're telling me they deserve rest against Crystal Palace. And I just want to put this out there, yeah. This was Crystal Palace's starting 11. I think is damning when you hear the lineup for them. They had Walter Benitez in goal. Canvo, okay, fair enough. I think he's a new signing or maybe a youngster for Crystal Palace. Maxence Lacroix, starter. Mark Gahey, starter. Munoz, starter. Will Hughes, bit part player, but he's still within the senior team. Daichi Kamada, starter. Borna Sosa, backup. Fair play. Ismail Assar, starter. Jeremy Pino, starter. Eddie Nketiah, backup. How many starters out of the starting 11 for Crystal Palace have I mentioned? I guarantee you it's more than half. More than half the team was full of starters. And let's not end there. Let's not end there. You have Cardinez, who I think it's pronounced Cardinez, is backup. Nathaniel Klein is again backup squad player. Devaney, squad player. Dean Henderson, potential starter. Jefferson Lerma, again squad player within the starting 11. Jean-Philippe Mateta, starter. Tyreek Mitchell, starter. And those and Mateta came onto the pitch as well at halftime. And going into this game, I'll say this. I woke up this morning. I was like, okay, new day, new competition. Like the managers must be doing something different. Might change it up a little bit. Maybe go back to what we did at Frankfurt, 4-4-2. Maybe we even put a diamond. Maybe even play different players. Like the options are there. We could do anything. Then I was like, I was reading through Twitter, scrolling through Twitter, seeing what were the sign-ups, what were the rumors coming about. And obviously, the Anfield edition and Anfield Talk was saying, "Oh, Slot may be playing a weaker team against Crystal Palace." I was like, "Would I play a weaker team against Palace in the form that we're in? No. However, it could be one of those teams where it's a second-string team, but we still have starting players in and around that will be helping the team if things go wrong." Then I see the lineup and I'm like, I think Arne Slot has lost his mind. I think he's just generally lost his mind. How can you go into a potential quarterfinal tie against a very, very, very well-structured team in Crystal Palace, who I believe are third in the league table, and just they're 10th. To be fair, they're below us, but still having a decent season, even though their best player was taken from them. And you're expecting us to go in there with the team that we have and beat them. I'm sorry. No way. You can't tell me with the players that you have, and I'm speaking for Arne Slot. You cannot tell me with the players that we have, the starting 11 that we had, the players that you have on the bench, and you tell me is good enough to win this game against Crystal Palace. Bearing in mind the last 3 games Crystal Palace played, they lost 2 and drew 1 in the Premier League, and they got absolutely embarrassed by Lanaka. I believe. I think it might be Lanaka. That is crazy. Lanaka. This Crystal Palace team has been on a bad run of form, but what do you know? Liverpool, the gift that keeps on giving. Let's see. So they lost against Everton 2-1. They drew against Bournemouth 3-3. By the way, it took like a a last-minute penalty to beat them. They lost to Lanaka 1-0 at home, by the way, and then lost to Arsenal, who, okay, to be fair, is Arsenal top of the league, the best team in the league so far this season. It's not something to really embarrass them about. But still, they're not in good form. They're struggling to sort of like get a couple wins. It's a bit of a rough patch since the end of the international break. This would be the perfect time to gain some confidence back, and it's at home. It's at home at Anfield, where we are known to have a good record. I don't care if we lost to United. It's a cup competition. It's a different game. It's a chance for us to get back into winning ways. It's a chance for us to get some momentum, get some confidence back into this team, get some belief back into this fan base. And what do? You just throw it away. You just throw the bag in, wave the white flag after the first minute, being like, Crystal Palace, here's a free ride to the quarterfinals. I am running out of words to try and excuse Arne Slot. I really, really am. Ravi here saying, for me, I never trusted Slot from the start of last season, and his tactics are not good enough long term. But fans laughed at me, and now the same people ain't laughing. Now, to be fair, if you're saying this, you were right. You were right. You're damn right. Salah was at the game watching this disaster, bro. I saw Soboslai, I saw Ali, I saw Ekatike, I saw Isak, I saw Wirtz, I saw all these players, and I'm thinking to myself, why are you not on the pitch, or why are you not on the bench? Why? So much quality being wasted. Just being wasted, and it's ridiculous, man. It's I can't. Ramsey was good. I was happy to see him playing. I can't lie. It was good to see him playing because of the injuries he has of having growing pains. Either way, it's good to see him out there. Yeah, it was good to see him out there, man. I know he has had a bit of a rough period on loan to multiple other clubs, and also at the club as well. He had a lot of injuries, but it does say a lot when you have to bring up Calvin Ramsey as depth. Like, I know Frimpong is injured. I know Conor Bradley's not been a great run of form, but if we're having to get Calvin Ramsey to start playing him in some of these games, I'm just like, yo, what is this, man? What is this? Big up Kadir every day of the week. Big up WYLVX. Did you see what Slot said? I have saw what Slot, and we'll get to it. Because that's really driving me up the wrong side, man. It really has. I'm really pissed off. I'm pissed off even further. You're also saying, did you see the bare empty seats at the stadium? Fans walking out is damning. It's not a good look, bro. It is mad. And I'm telling you, when fans are walking out, and there's a good 60,000 of them were in the stadium, and they're walking out after the 75th, 80th minute, it says a lot. It says a lot. Big up, Sammy. The lineup was taking the piss. Jamie traveled all the way to Anfield to bro. I was watching the game. Me and my dad were watching the game, right? And we were looking at the TV, and my dad was like, "So where's Salah? Where's Isak? Where's Ekatike? Where's this player? Where's that player? Where are they? Like, what are you not playing? Are you just playing all your kids?" And I was like to my dad, "Well, Slot thinks his team is good enough to win." He's like, "You know what? Out of all the people I feel sorry for the fans that went." And I was like, "Yeah, there's a couple of people that I know are at the game that's watching the game, and they traveled like miles to get to Anfield." And I know Jamie was there. He sent over a picture, but I know my boy Tom Little was also there as well. And knowing how he's like, he's trying to make positive out of what's about this craziness, man. He's trying to find positives out of this crap. It's simple. Big up Fozy, big bro. Where do we go from here, boy? I don't know where else we can go. I really don't know where we can go from here, man. I don't know whether we I don't know whether the manager will change anything. I don't know whether his stubbornness or his arrogance will change. Bro, I don't even know. I honestly, for the first time in a while, I don't know. I don't know what we can do. Divine intervention, a miracle, bruv. It's just, I can't, man. I seriously, I can't. I really can't. Tell us, bro, are you still slotting or out, Delulu Steve? Big up yourself if you're watching, bro. I said there's on the terrace, and I'll probably get into it right now. For me, Saturday is judgment day for Arne Slot as Liverpool manager, and my support for him. I I I can take it if you want to throw away games, but if you go into the next game and fail to get a win against Aston Villa at home, for me, Arne Slot should either leave the football club or the club should sack him. That is a sackable offence. You sacrifice the competition, a chance for us to win a trophy, maybe to help us in the long term, for us to lose again at home, to not make things any better. That's when I'll be slot out. At one point I was like, it can't. I'll give him a little bit of time. I give him to December, but this is getting ridiculous. I think this game wound me up the wrong way. It got me so vexed, so vexed. It was a bit of a slap in the face to all the fans. And if a manager wants to slap people in the face, then I don't want him as my manager. I really don't want him as a manager. Andy Histel, I'll stick with the manager till the end of the season, bro. I don't even know. The thing is, right? The reason why I say I can't say that until the end of the season, there's a possibility that Champions League football may be in doubt. And if that's the case, I don't want this manager at my club anymore. If Champions League football is in doubt after spending the amount of money that we have, I'm sorry. No. He ain't lasting. I'm not seeing him on the dugout anymore for Liverpool. I really aren't. Big up Mustafa here saying the Villa game is his last chance. The fact fans leaving before game finished, bro. Yeah, exactly. This is literally his last chance. You're telling me a manager who spent 130 million pounds on Isak, 120 million pounds on Vietz, 55 million on 50 million, around 50 million for Kerkez, 35 million for Frimpong, and you're telling me you can't get a tune out of some of these players. I don't expect every single player in that whole entire list to start every game. I know it don't work. I know you can't put 6 or 7 different starters and make it work in day one. I know it's not possible. We saw what happened with us in 2015 when we bought a load of players. I know what happened in for Chelsea when they bought Werner and Havertz and Thiago Silva and all those players. I know what happened with Tottenham when they bought the likes of Soldado, Paulinho, Eric Lamela. I've seen it before, but I don't expect every player to go into the starting 11 and just immediately change it. You know, immediately show levels. The one thing I give so much credit to Jurgen Klopp. The one thing he knows when to embed players into the starting 11. Fabinho, for example. People forget. Remember when Fabinho played against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup? How poor he was. He looked leggy. He looked out of pace, weak. That was probably one of the worst performances I've seen from Fabinho in the history of him playing for our football club. The worst ever performance. What did Jurgen Klopp do? He was like, right, Fab, you're not ready. You're not ready to start for Liverpool at this moment. I'm going to keep you on the sidelines for the time being until you show me that you're the quality. And it took him about a couple months to acclimatize to England, acclimatize to the pace of the Premier League, coming in, substitution appearances, seeing out games, all that kind of stuff. But once we saw the true quality of him, he became the best defensive midfielder in the world. And it's a fact. It's a fact. This is what's so frustrating because we know Slot can fix it, but he wants to be arrogant and show that he is right. He wants to die on his sword. This is why I don't blame that certain man are Slot out. I don't. I don't. I think when the last time there was a massive divide was under Jurgen Klopp. I'm sorry, Arne Slot, you are not Jurgen Klopp. I know you won us a league title, and I will forever be grateful that you brought us number 20. However, you don't have the same amount of credit as Jurgen Klopp did. Jurgen Klopp built the ground up with his football club. He rebuilt our standards. He rebuilt the team, and he deserved to try and rebuild it again. However, we gave you the keys to our war chest. We gave you abundance of talent. Like the narrative now from so many rival fans that you bought players that maybe aren't as good as you thought they were. Bull crap. I'm sorry, that is utter bull crap. You're telling me the likes of Wirtz is not a good player. Isak, who was last year was talked about as one of the best strikers in the world, let alone the Premier League. Ekitike, one of the most exciting prospects in the Bundesliga. Kerkez, Frimpong. You're telling me that these players aren't of the level, or these players aren't good enough to win you a league title? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. And this is what Arne Slot has done to this team. We have our fans second guessing the quality of the players that we brought in. Are you kidding me? I'm almost done with this manager, man. Almost done. He's very stubborn. He's similar to Pep. Die on his sword. Needs to adapt. Change formation. Facts. The fact that we look so rigid, we look so disorganized, and look so poor in so many areas of the pitch, from the front to the back to the middle of the park to the final third. Heck, even the defensive third would everything is a mess. And you can't tell me it's just players that's being poor. It's players' fault. Players aren't playing to the level, all that. If every facet of the field, every facet of our team is playing at a poor level, it can't be down to the players. It's got to be down to the manager. The manager is the reason why we can't. The manager is the reason why all these players aren't playing well. Why is it that we're relying on individual players like Szoboszlai, who's getting assists and trying to run every inch of the field just to try and win the ball back? Gravenberch, who does the same thing that he does last year to a very good effect, intercepting the ball, getting it on the half turn, driving the team forward. Why are we still relying on individual areas of that, but we can't make simple passages of play? Why is it that our overlapping full left back, who likes to go down and down the wings, cross the ball in, is inverting into the middle of the park? It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. LB here saying Grav has been awful this season. Bro, I don't think he's been awful, man. He ain't been playing as a 6. I guarantee you that for a fact. Remember the interview that he did against Everton? The manager's allowed me to go forward, gave me the license to go forward now. If you're telling me he's not playing, he's playing as a 6 this season, I'm like, what? Surely our 6 is meant to sit in front of the defense or drop in between the centre backs to receive the ball. So why is he going forward, occupying attacking areas? It's just I really don't know, man. Big up and here's hi Ram, hope you're good. Scouts the last time I remember our fans leaving 22 go was Hodgson. Season ticket holder, I remember seeing it. Sadly, it's going only one way spot on Saturday, Judgment Day. I'm sorry, I've butchered it. It is nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, but I think I get what you're getting. Is the fact that we're playing poorly. The last time we've seen our own fan base walk out of the stadium was Roy Hodgson days, and now we're at a point where things don't look any better. And like you said, Saturday is Judgment Day. It is going to be is going to be painful. But big up everyone that's come from Hassam's channel, bro. I can see so many people already saying that they're coming back from Hassam. Dan, big up yourself. Ghost, big up yourself. Minerals SC, I know you're a flipping Arsenal fan, bro. Loser pool, round question. Worst ever manager. Oh, bruv, I beg, please don't piss me off, man. I swear to God. But knowing everyone that's coming from Hassan's stream, I know all of you are gonna be cussing me, gonna be trolling me, gonna be doing whatever. This is probably the best chance, man. This is probably your best chance. So if you wanna troll, if you wanna piss me off, you could piss me off, bro. Because this is probably the best time to do it, man. Big up Don Hassam as well. Big up every single day of the week, man. You're saying, do you think Slot has lost some of the dressing room? Keyword some, because some players look like they can't be asked, like they don't rate the tactics. That's why we don't see the desire. That's an interesting question. It is an interesting question because some of these players, you're talking about the quality of the likes of McAllister, who's dropped off significantly from last season, significantly. We usually talk about as one of the best centre midfielders in the Premier League, and now we're looking at him as like, do we think we should sell him? Like, bro, it is crazy. It is crazy, and maybe some of these players realize that these tactics don't work. It simply does not work. You're telling me Virgil van Dijk is not questioning the manager, being like, boss, we're doing X, Y, and Z. We're passing the ball. We're asking our fullbacks to invert. We're asking Mo to be a touchline winger. We're asking Cody to constantly cut inside and not use the overlapping fullback. Like, what? If we're losing game after game after game, there's got to be serious questions happening in the dressing room. There can't be just everyone being like, "Yes, sir, we'll do what you say, sir. We'll do exactly what you want us to do because it works every single time, as from the last 4 weeks." It can't be like that. I guarantee you, it can't be like that. There's about 550 people in the chat, in the stream. I appreciate every single one of you. I know some of you come through from Hassam's stream, so big up your damn self. Please hit the like button, and also if you like the stream, please do subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Everyone knows that I'm hurting right now. I am hurting. I am tired. I literally wasted how long? Literally wasted 3 hours of my life. I spent majority of the game just chatting with my dad, being like, "So when are Forest playing?" That's probably the best time I want to watch football. I don't even want to watch my football club, but my love for my football club is toxic. It is toxic. It just continues to hurt me every single time, but I always keep coming back. It is like that. Rambro, serious question: would Kenny Dalglish or Hodgson get better results than this, bro? At this moment, I don't want to say it, man. Like Kenny Dalglish with the players that he had at the point. Remember, Kenny Dalglish was the one that found Luis Suarez, the one that the one of the best, greatest ever strikers of our generation. I'll leave it like that. I will say Roy Hodgson. Watching Roy Hodgson as a kid, I remember we were like around about 19th when Hodgson was manager. Bro, oh my days, fucking hell, Hodgson is manager. Bloody hell, that gives me migraines every single minute. Big up Dan, thank you for letting them know. Hit the like button, please subscribe to. I appreciate it, bro. Every single day of the week. Any of you that's in the chat, please subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Appreciate you, Rodney, man. Let's get the plonker up to 1K. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. But I want to go to I recognize someone in the chat. Of course you gotta be here, bro. Of course you gotta be here, man. Nice little win for Arsenal. This time didn't rely on set pieces, man. It's good to see, man. It's good to see that you're showing some repertoire, not relying on set pieces. Yeah, you can go to hell, bro. You can go to hell. But I wanna speak on something that really did annoy me, and I think it was a big slap in the face. And I'm gonna share my screen for you right here. And I think Fabrizio Romano's quote tweeted it today. If I can zoom in, please. No, that's the sound button. Thank you. I saw Manchester City starting 11 and they didn't have one starter from the weekend, but it felt like their best team. That is a bit of an insight. Chelsea can bring Esteval in. Then after I made 2 substitutions tonight, we had 6 teenagers. What the hell are you on about? What are you on about? You made an explicit choice that you wanted to go into this game with a second string starting 11 and then decide to bring on a whole bench full of kids. And you're starting to talk about Man City's team, Chelsea's team. You're talking to Liverpool fans. I swear to God, you're talking to Liverpool. We don't want to talk about Man City. We don't want to hear about Man City. We couldn't give a damn about Man City or Chelsea. We really couldn't. And you're telling me, oh, but Chelsea can bring in Esteval, or Man City had a starting 11 that they didn't start with last week. That's called using a squad. They used their squad correctly. Today you didn't. And the last couple of weeks, I've been hearing non-stop excuses from this manager being like, teams are going in with 5 sets of centre-back in defence, or everyone plays a low block, everyone plays long ball, everyone plays for set pieces. People go into football matches to win football matches. That's the aim of the game. If that means you got to place long balls or play set pieces because you're exposing our opposition's weakness, then I'm sorry. Isn't it our duty to try and hide our weaknesses or deal with said situations that you've got? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are you talking about? Are you seriously saying that you're expecting every team to play scintillating, slow, methodical football every single day of every single week against us? I don't like. Jurgen Klopp used to say a lot of crazy stuff. Mikel Arteta used to say a lot of crazy stuff. Pep says a lot of crazy stuff. But we're losing 6 games from 7, big man. What are you talking about? Stop talking about X. Stop talking about Y. Stop talking about other clubs. Stop talking about referees. Stop talking about set pieces. Stop talking about corners. Stop talking about free kicks, penalties, fouls. I don't care. Talk about what's going wrong on the pitch. What is going wrong? Why are we playing quick, fast football? Why is our tempo so slow? Why is it when we have every chance to go on a counter attack, we slow it down for some unnecessary reason and not play to our strengths? In transition, we were one of the best teams in England. No, not even in Europe. The best teams in Europe. Arguably, the only team that could track to us in transition was Barcelona because of Hansi Flick and the players that they got. No one else could chat to us about transition. But now, whenever we have a chance to go on a counter attack, we slow it down. We look so slow. Our movement of the ball, the interplay between players, it's been so poor. And we can't even play to our strengths that's been ingrained to us for 4 to 5 seasons. I'm sorry to say it to certain people that are slot in or want to back slot until the very end. But when I hear myself saying we can't attack in transition, that sounds as though he's undoing the 5 seasons that Jurgen Klopp has done for this football club. One of the big things that we did was counter pressing, the gegenpress, where we would almost suffocate teams in their own box. But our quick transition with the likes of Mane, Salah, Firmino, Robbo, Trent, just going forward every single time, and he's undoing it. I really don't know, man. I really don't know. Y'all you did say this. You did call this, man. You did. You seriously did, man. You did. Paz here saying 400 million down the drain. Rio, the 16-year-old, is to blame. Bro, get out of here, bro. What are you doing, man? Just here to piss me off. I never hear them managers throw kids under the bus. It's just disgusting, man. It's pissing me off. Pisses me off. Big up Tyro Gun. I know you just joined the chat. Big up your damn self. Are you slot out? I'll repeat what I said at the start of the stream. I am Saturday will be Judgment Day for me. Saturday is Judgment Day for me. We are up against Aston Villa. The fact that we are playing at home, we conceded this game against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup in front of our own fans. By the way, if we do not get a win, I could not care less about performance. I really couldn't give a damn. If we go into that game and get a draw or a loss, when does the game finish? When does the kickoff is at 8 o'clock, isn't it? People chat, please help me out. It's 8 o'clock. It's kickoff, right? Someone must know. Someone must know. I swear to God. I'm having a look now. 8 o'clock. Yeah, 8 o'clock. If we do not win against Aston Villa at Anfield, and I'm gonna say this right now, people, the chat, if you want to clip me up because I said this on the terrace. If we fail to win at Anfield against Aston Villa, I will be Arne Slot out. And I'm saying this directly to my camera. And I'll say it again for people who want to clip me up. If we fail to lose against Aston Villa, I will be... Wait, did I just say fail to lose? If we fail to win against Aston Villa, I will be Arne Slot out. I said it right there. If we fail to beat Aston Villa, I'm Arne Slot out. And people be like, but he won you a league title. He's done this for your club. He got number 20 for you. He helped you become the the greatest team in English history. He's also one of the reasons why we've also broken a lot of records this season. This is the first time in about 80 years that we've lost 6 out of our last 7 games. Not even Jurgen Klopp did. Not even Jurgen Klopp when we had 0 centre backs did that. Not even Roy Hodgson did that. Not even the likes of Roy Evans, where we had literally when we had Graham Souness back in the early 90s, where we were dog crap. We did that. It hits new levels of low, and after being champions of England last season, running away with the league. Bro, running away with the league, just blowing teams away with a quick interplay. Our organization to this. I used to have a nickname for Arne Slot. I used to call him Professor X. Professor X. Anyone that loves Marvel, big up your damn self. He was Professor X. His tactics, his man management, everything. A leader. Knows how to get wins. Professor X never loses. Never loses. The strongest mutant alive. He's now become Kingpin for me. He is Kingpin. He is Kingpin. Big up Gary, man. Slot is inept, Ram. I can't believe we're saying this, man. Big up Mike, I know. Big up your damn self every single day of the week. Arne stubborn Slot. He is stubborn. He didn't win the title, in my opinion, Rams. He built last season's squad. He inherited it from the top Klopp. I can't, but Dan, I don't know if you're a Liverpool. I think you're a West Ham fan because I can see the hammer icon. Big up your damn self. I can't do that. I have to give him credit. Like last season, I saw him go to the Etihad with a box midfield and absolutely boss Man City out of the park. We bossed them from start to finish. Szoboszlai, Salah, Curtis Jones. And Sammy says it right here. You can't fluke a title. You can't fluke a title win. The only time I can say like, oh, you could do it with you can fluke a title, or you could rely on one player to win a title. Champions League, best example, 2005. For me, Steven Gerrard was one of the main reasons why we won the 2005 Champions League final. Or we had that wrong. Olympiacos, the Chelsea game where he played out of his skin, the Champions League final he played out of his skin. Those are the ones where I'm like, okay, you relied on certain players to do the business for you, but you can't say that for a league title. You have to. There has to be an element on consistencies. You saw what happened with Chelsea when they won the Champions League in 2021. Look at the season after. Look at that season in general. They still finished 5th. They still finished 5th. That's where I'd be like, okay, that Champions League final was kind of a fluke because you didn't really do anything afterwards. You lost the League Cup final, you lost the FA Cup final, you finished 3rd when you were meant to be challenging, and you finished 3rd by about 20 points behind Liverpool and City. That's where I'm like, okay, that's a fluke. But Premier League title, consistency is key. It's hard to win a Premier League title. For me, a Champions League title is more prestigious, but you can't fluke a Premier League title, man. You seriously can't. Well, I appreciate your comment, but the jokes write themselves. I take no credit. Appreciate that, mate. Mike M, every change making it worse, just weird, and don't mention the press conference, bro. I really won't. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, I'm a hammer, bro, but family members are res. Nah, I appreciate it, bro. I bring yourself up for being here as well, man. Appreciate it, man. Just under 500 people of you in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. I know it's a late one as well. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Mike says it right here. It's free. I'm not even. You don't even have to pay to like. Just hit the damn like button, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's not. You don't. It's not even that hard. It's just a little. It's just a little icon at the bottom. I think if I can share screen it, I can't share screen it. Shit. Okay, just hit the like button. I appreciate every single day of the week. Really do. But I want to go to certain players, and I want to speak about certain players as well. One player I want to get your opinions as well. Federico Chiesa. Now, I've been one of the main people that's been singing the praise of Federico Chiesa. I think he's a tremendous talent. I think he's a brilliant footballer as well. I think in the biggest moments, he's shown up for club and country. But the disrespect from the manager has been unacceptable, in my opinion. The one thing I respect from a player is knowing that he's not of the level to start football matches, but will try his absolute hardest to go in and make a case to be in that starting 11. And Federico Chiesa, every single week, I see him play for my football club. I see him put him on that Liverpool jersey. And I see Arne Slot being, well, he's not ready to start. His fitness is still not there. I think his treatment of Federico Chiesa has been absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I've been a guy that's been singing praises about players that want to stay at the club, want to fight for their place, don't want to kick up a fuss because they're not playing every single day of the week. The fact that they want to try and see if they're good enough to play in the team and make a difference for the team and actually care about. Do you know what the worst thing is? I genuinely think Chiesa loves the football club. He loves the fan base. He loves everything about Liverpool. He wants to be here. But certain people, certain situations are not letting him thrive at the very highest level. We're not talking about any old player. We're talking about a guy that was arguably the best player in the European Championships in 2021. He scored. People forget he also scored for us in the League Cup final last season when everyone was dog poo. Chiesa was the one that popped up with the goal. And if we're talking about tonight, the only chance that we had that was of quality was a hoof ball up to Chiesa, who takes it down, gets past a defender, and has a snapshot, which unfortunately goes over the bar. Like, this is the thing. And Andy says it right here. Chiesa wants to prove people wrong. Chiesa wants to prove. I think Chiesa wants to prove himself. Chiesa wants to prove himself in front of the fans. He wants to pay, even though it wasn't a hefty fee, for him, he's like, I am a good player. I know how good I am. I know what I've done for club and country. I know what you guys see in me. I want to repay your faith in me. That's the kind of player he is. And he's just not getting the opportunities. He really, really isn't. I wonder what Slot is saying to Michael Edwards. Mate, it's going to be an interesting meeting. If they are having a meeting this week, it's going to be a very interesting meeting. I want to know what's been said. I can imagine Slot being in the meeting being like, well, we bought all these players, but they're just out of form. No real synergy. connection's been poor. It's not working and everything. I'm sorry, we spent 500 million, just under 500 million pounds worth of players, man. And you're telling me we need more players? Like, come on, man. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do from now on, bro. I seriously don't. And then after Aston Villa, we got Real Madrid and then Manchester City, then international break. Boy, man, this is good. This is painful, man. It's painful. It's going to be a very, very tough couple of days, man. I think it's going to be a tough couple of weeks. I think certain things need to be certain things need to be discussed at the football club. I think certain decisions have to be made. I think this is definitely something that FSG will not accept. And I think in the next couple of days, there's going to be murmurs about Arne Slot's security with his job. I think there's a possibility that the club are thinking we need to try and find a solution quick, and if that means Arne Slot has to leave and we have to take a hit with the finances with that, so be it, man. So be it. And the first thing people keep asking is, "Oh, who are you gonna get? There's no one available. You can get Big Ange if you want to. You can get Gareth Southgate." The obvious option is probably Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp's probably the obvious option for me. I seriously don't. You think we can wake up to news that Slot was sacked? I think we can, to be honest. I don't think just yet. I don't think they would. I think if we lose our next 3 games after the Manchester City game, I wouldn't even think we'll have to wake up for it. I think a couple of hours later, we will get a notification that FSG has parted ways with Arne Slot. FSG has parted ways with Arne Slot. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. The disrespect to Chiesa is unforgivable. Yet another example of Slot's ignorance and arrogance. I wouldn't be surprised if Chiesa left in January. I wouldn't either. And I think the one thing that's important as well, and people need to think about, is this year's World Cup year. This is probably the most important period of Federico Chiesa's career at this moment in time. It's the first time that he gets to represent his country at a World Cup. And the first thing that Tuchel says when he was asked about Chiesa is like, Chiesa doesn't see minutes. Chiesa doesn't play a lot of football matches. I can't pick him if he doesn't play football matches for his club. He doesn't start games. I can't do that. I know the quality of the player. I know how good he is as a footballer. I know that he's a tremendous talent that can change a game within an instant. But if he's not playing football, I can't pick him. I pick players based on their form and based on the quality and based on how fit they are in the season. So if he can't get a look in for the Italian national team, even though talent-wise, he's probably arguably one of the best Italian players in the squad, and the manager saying that he's not good enough, he's not saying he's not good enough, saying that he's not fit enough to play and he's not seeing a lot of minutes in the game in his club football, it says a lot. And knowing Chiesa, the most important thing is getting on that plane to America. And he's thinking to himself, if that means I need to leave Liverpool, go out on loan to, say, Genoa, Napoli, Fiorentina, AC Milan, Inter Milan, so be it. So be it. In this competitive market for new fans, I can't see FSG waiting to replace him. Exactly. Exactly, man. I can't see FSG with the fact that we're on a trajectory in terms of our business growth, where we're thinking if we improve our finances and everything, we'll bring in all these marquee players. The fan base is slowly growing and it's starting to regrow again. Why should we let someone like Arne Slot prevent us from doing that? You can't, like Hussam said in the Football Terrace, don't fuck with an American's back pocket. If there is a possibility, an American owner like FSG, and their finances are in jeopardy or the potential earnings are in jeopardy, they will do everything possible to make that happen. FSG, we've seen it for the last 6-7 years. FSG have always been business orientated. We give them credit when credit's due, like the summer. They spent money, they've reinvested in the squad, they've okayed a lot of the signings that we had, and now they're like, I want my money. I want to reinvest that. Going to reinvest that money. I want that money back. I want it back either way, whether it's through match winnings, through endorsement, through marketing, through anything, any means necessary. I would want my money back. And if that means that we're losing millions, and I'm talking hundreds of millions of pounds, because we either fail to get Champions League, prevents us winning a league or a Champions League, FSG will hit the trigger. They will pull the trigger and be like, we appreciate your services, Arne Slot, but it's time to go. The old saying of Claude, rest his soul, it's time to go. Andy here saying, what is your prediction for our next 3 games? Can I be honest? Aston Villa versus Liverpool, loss. Real Madrid versus Liverpool, loss. Manchester City versus Liverpool, loss. I'm being dead serious. And anyone that knows me, anyone that's watched my content for the last 4 to 5 years, always know that I'm a very positive, very optimistic fan. Like to look at a glass half full rather than a glass half empty. But the last couple of games that I've seen, what can I say? What can I say that's like, yes, we're gonna win. We're gonna win 5. We're gonna win the next 20 games, because that's the Because remember, if we're talking about expectation from the start of the season, going to win the league, we're going challenging on all fronts. The expectation is we need to win our next 30 games. It's as simple as that. I'm talking all competitions as well. I'm also including FA Cup. We need to win our next 30 games if we're talking about our expectations. And the fact that we're letting this Arsenal team, and I don't want to be disrespectful to any Arsenal fan in the chat. I really don't want to be disrespectful. But a team that relies a lot on their corners or set pieces, who in open play, or we wouldn't say in attacking phases, aren't that great, to lose to that kind of team, I can't, man. I can't. I can take it losing to their defense. The defense is absolutely fantastic from front to back. Talking about your fullbacks, your centre backs, your goalkeeper, everything's is nigh on perfect. Arguably the best. And if you talk about every position, the best in the league. Arguably, I'll still say your goalkeeper. There's a bit of a discrepancy between our goalkeeper and your goalkeeper. But I just losing to a team like that, man. I just really can't. I can't deal with it. Only good thing is there's a lot left of the season, and Champions League isn't ruined for us yet, and we can't be like United with Ten Hag 3 years. Nah, we're better than that. I hope only FSG knows. Oh, bro, I don't know, man. I wanna strike when it's not too late. I want it to be the case where we make the decision before it's too late, before the season's fully gone. Because if it's the case where we do it early and the title still, even though it's a slim possibility, it's still there to be won, I'm gonna do it. I'm seriously gonna do it. I'm the same with you, Ram. Villa is the match, or he need to leave. Can't let us get humiliated anymore, bro. Facts, man. Facts. It's becoming humiliating. The fact that rival fans feel pity. They feel sorry for us. That it's like beating a dead dog. Like it's beating a dead dog. Like bantering Liverpool is becoming almost pitiful. Like they're like, come on, man, stop it, man. He's already dead. He's already down on the ground. Why are you still beating the crap out of him? Like that's what it seems like. Does anyone remember that Simpson meme? That Simpson meme where I think it was it groundskeeper Willie was beating up Homer? It feels like that. It feels like that, man. And it's becoming, as Rodney says, it's becoming too easy. It's becoming too easy, man. Big up Nick here saying, feeling sorry for defending champions is crazy. Well, that's what this club's been to, man. That's what this club is getting us into as well. They've been waiting for it, and to be fair to them, they're every right to be waiting, man. The fact that we won the league last season in a canter, was so comfortable, so dominant. This is their best opportunity. And look, if I was a rival fan, I'll be piling on pause. I'll be piling on the trolling, the bantering, everything on Liverpool if I was a rival fan. Man said Ray saying, nah, I'm not pitiful yet. I'm not pitiful. What are you talking about? Nah, I'm not pitiful yet. Who do you think I am? I ain't pitiful. Nah, man. Not you particularly. I know Ray, you'll still be even if we lost 10 games in a row, you'll still be going and calling us every single week. But some rival fans have been like, yeah, this is getting a bit too much. We know what's gonna happen. What's the point? What's the point? They're already done. They're already down. There's no point. We don't get any thrill out of it. It's just, Liverpool lose. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Like, don't matter to us. That we knew they were going to lose. Is our record really 14 wins, 10 losses, and 2 draws since the 5th of March? The PSG winning all competitions. I saw that somewhere. I think that is correct. Okay. I will say, even though I don't agree with any of it, the fact that we won the league with 5 games left to go, I know we didn't win any of those games. I think if it was still a tighter race, I still think we would have won all those games, or possibly drew 1 and won 3 of them. But that's still no excuse. Like, it's still, the records still say 14 wins, 10 losses, 2 draws. Is still crazy. It's still crazy to believe. And I think another stat was also Arne Slot lost 2 games already at home this season. And I think in overall he's lost about 4 games in all competitions again in the Premier League. No, sorry, in all competitions as Liverpool manager. And I feel like the record for Jurgen Klopp for 9 years was 12 losses at Anfield. I'm talking just at Anfield, just at home. Arne Slot's lost 4 games in 2 years. Compare that to Jurgen Klopp, who lost 12 games in 9 years. Anfield used to be a fortress, man. Anfield used to be one of the most hostile, one of the most hardest arenas to get points from. And now we're just, it's you know what? It's become like a brothel, man. You just go in, take what you get, and then go out. Go in, do your business, absolutely dominate teams, and then come out with 3 points and laughing all the way to the bank, man. This is what this club's got me into. This is what it's got me into, man. Seriously is, man. But it's about 474 people in the chat. I really do appreciate you guys being here. Both tempering my anger, sharing in my despair. Also, the rival fans that are also drinking the tears and trolling me at the same time. I really do appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. If you haven't, like the stream as well. It's actually gonna be the end of the stream. Actually, I'm actually gonna end the stream right there. I think it's been a good hour. Just have a good chat, talk about the game. I think I'm done talking about the game as well. We'll be back with the preview for Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Potential starting lineups. Also, the stakes of the game is going to be very, very high, as I always said. Judgment Day is upon us. I'll hopefully get someone else on the stream. I'll try and get either JJ Ends or someone like that to get in the stream as well. Big up Ravi here saying, why does Slot feel the need to play Gravenberch in centre back and Soboslai in right back over two competent right backs, Frimpong and only Arne Slot knows. Only Arne Slot knows. I used to joke about Gravenberch being the young Frank Rijkaard region, I used to call him. But bro, he took my words literally. at this point. Mama's playing Gravenberch as centre back like how Rijkaard used to do, bro. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Something about Dutch managers, but they are so arrogant. I didn't want to say it, man. I didn't want to say it. I don't like the narrative, but unfortunately, the narrative is strong. You look at the history: Louis van Gaal, Johan Cruyff, Ruud Gullit, and now Arne Slot, Erik ten Hag, Arne Slot now. It's just something, man. So, ideals are always going to be put above performances or what's best for the team. And it's sad to see, man. It's sad to see. But yeah, people, it will be the end of the stream. It's about an hour. Good chat about Liverpool. We will be back for the Liverpool versus Aston Villa preview. I will get some other people on the stream just to chat with me. Talk about if I'm going crazy or if I'm being right. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe if you're new. On the road to 500k. I tell you what, 457 people still here. If I guarantee, if all of you people like the stream, I'll be on 500k. That's how simple it is. That's how simple it is to get to 500k. Every single person on this stream, if they subscribe to the channel, I'll be on 500. I think I'll be on more than 500k. But by the by, if you haven't already, subscribe to the stream, subscribe to the channel. I will be back. And yeah. Dang, I brought back 30 minutes in the stream. I'm not knowing. Sorry if I've not answered if you asked me something. No. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It was a little bit of a last minute stream. I just need to get a couple of things off my chest, really. I need to get a couple of thoughts out of my head, share it with you guys, vent a little bit as well. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys being here in the stream. We'll be back probably Friday with the Liverpool preview, Liverpool versus Aston Villa. But yeah, people, it's 2 a.m. Some of you guys need to go to bed. I need to go to bed as well. I will be on Coppish tomorrow for the 11 a.m. chat. We'll chop it up in a little bit more detail about Arne Slot, about Liverpool, about the preview for the Aston Villa game, and yeah. That's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else left to say. I'll put the banner up for why not. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, people, if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. So I appreciate you guys every single day of the week. And I'll see you on Friday for the Liverpool versus Aston Villa preview. Peace.